Hello everyone, and welcome to Quantity Surveying Basics. In this video, we'll learn one of the most important fundamentals in quantity surveying: how to calculate concrete quantities. Whether you're a civil engineering student, a site engineer, or a beginner quantity surveyor, understanding this topic is essential for preparing estimates, BOQs, and tender documents. Don't worry if you're new to quantity surveying. I'll explain everything in a simple, step-by-step manner with practical examples. So, let's begin. The first thing we need to know is the basic formula used to calculate concrete volume. Concrete quantity equals length times width times depth. The result is measured in cubic meters, or m. This formula is used for almost every concrete element in a building, including footings, columns, beams, and slabs. Let's start with a footing. Suppose the footing has the following dimensions. Length equals 2 meters. Width equals 2 meters. Depth equals 0.5 meters. Now, multiply these values together. 2 times 2 times 0.5 equals 2 cubic meters. This means one footing requires 2 cubic meters of concrete. If the building has 10 footings of the same size, simply multiply. 2 times 10 equals 20 cubic meters. This is the total concrete quantity required for all the footings. Now, let's move on to the column. Assume the column dimensions are: width equals 0.4 meters, depth equals 0.4 meters, height equals 3 meters. Applying the same formula, 0.4 times 0.4 times 3 equals 0.48 cubic meters. So one column requires 0.48 cubic meters of concrete. If there are 20 similar columns, multiply. 0.48 times 20 equals 9.6 cubic meters. Suppose the beam dimensions are: length equals 5 meters. Width equals 0.3 meters. Depth equals 0.5 meters. Now calculate. 5 times 0.3 times 0.5 equals 0.75 cubic meters. If your project contains several beams with different sizes, calculate each beam separately and then add all the quantities together. Now let's look at the slab. Assume the slab dimensions are: length equals 10 meters. Width equals 8 meters. Thickness equals 0.15 meters. The calculation is 10 times 8 times 0.15 equals 12 cubic meters. Therefore, the slab requires 12 cubic meters of concrete. After calculating the quantities for all structural elements, the next responsibility of a quantity surveyor is preparing the bill of quantities, commonly known as the BOQ. A BOQ usually includes description of the work, unit of measurement, quantity, rate, amount. Accurate quantity calculations help in material planning, cost estimation, tender preparation, and controlling project costs. Before we conclude, let's quickly review today's lesson. We learned the concrete quantity calculations for footings, columns, beams, slabs, and most importantly, we learned the basic formula: length times width times depth equals concrete volume. Once you understand this simple formula, you'll be able to calculate concrete quantities accurately for many types of structural elements.